we are here with the great legendary Vijay Reddy of Reddy Vineyards in Brownville, Texas. We are so excited to sit here and talk to him today about just what he has going on out here. If you've been around Texas and you've looked at the vineyard designations on a lot of bottles, you'd see that a lot of grapes come from Dr. Reddy's vineyard. So we want to know, what does that mean? So,
welcome to the podcast.
welcome.
Thank you, Todd and
Cheramie.
Cheramie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you actually start in farming?
Todd, this happened 1979. We started farming, but 1978 I came to Lubbock with my PhD degree in soil science, and we started a consulting company for farmers, and we actually started a soil testing laboratory so that analyzes all kinds of crop related material like leaf samples, soil samples, water samples. Farmers used to bring it to our laboratory or even send soil samples we used to receive from all over Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, even some used to come in those days from Colorado. We analyze those soil samples. Say you're a farmer up in, say, Mesquite, and then you want to farm some cotton. So you send a soil sample to us. We analyze what kind of nutrients that soils have. It's like a blood analysis of
Or
people's-
DNA
yeah,
analysis.
something like that. And then we go through, say this cotton farm needs, say, 50 units of nitrogen, maybe 10 units of phosphorus. That's what I used to make recommendations.
Okay.
This started at 78 and we ran until 4 or 5 years ago, 35 years after running this lab, me and my wife, Subhada, and then after raising four kids, we thought we're not going to run that lab, and then we shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
But since 79, we've been directly farming business also. We acquired a farmland, and then we've been farming cotton, peanuts, wheat. We even farmed, having a contract with the Del Monte. Even this farm, we grew spinach, kale, mustard for their canning.
Wow.
Okay.
That all grew here and then went to Crystal City South, and then they used to can all that. That's grown from Reddy farms.
Wow. That's actually when you go into Kroger and everything else, that's where you see.
You see a lot of spinach and all that. We didn't grow tomatoes, but we grew spinach, kale, cucumbers also we have grown for canning.
Wow.
And then at almost 25 years ago, Neil Newsom family, Haas Newsom, we know them. Neil was already started grape wines. That time, 25 years ago, kind of, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 acres they planted. He used to bring his period samples from the grape wines to my lab. And then we used to analyze and then give him recommendations. Hey, Neil, you probably need a little bit nitrogen. This wines looks really good. Don't put any fertilizer at all. If you add too much, then it's too much growth and a less crop. And then that's where we became good friends. Then after 5 years later, Neil said, hey Vijay, you have quite a bit of land. You want to try some grapes growing. So okay, we talked to his dad, Haas Newsom, that time, and Neil Newsom's mom also that time. We met and talked to them. So let's start like maybe 5 acres. And then I have this 300 acres, 400 acres here actually. So this was a cotton field and peanut fields and all that. So we thought we're not going to use the prime land. Let's use a corner lot. There's no water there. But we could, this was an experiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we started 5 acres.
Well, it's turned out to be quite an experiment.
Yeah, but Todd, it took 22 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that 5 acre Cabernet, after 2 years, it made it 2 tons. And then we were looking for where to sell this fruit. and there's nobody's there to take that fruit.
No
There
wineries around.
aren't that many wineries that time. We have to call Card Switzer. He has a Fredericksburg winery in Fredericksburg.
Okay.
In downtown.
Okay.
Card, we have 2 tons Cabernet. Would you like to have it? Yeah, I love to have it. And he brought his truck and some beans. We loaded up and he wrote a check. That's went that way. But after a couple years of that, then we met a Dr. Becker. Dr. Becker at his winery, it's a small that time, like 20 years ago, right? And then he wanted, can you plant some VNA?
So this is around what, 97, 90?
99.
99,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, 97 we started. After 2-3 years, 99.
Wow.
So what happened, I said, okay, I want some VNA. I like really VNA. And then we planted 4 acres VNA with my good friend Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox.
That's Pheasant Ridge, right?
Pheasant Ridge.
Pheasant Ridge, yep.
Yeah, he was with us that time. And then he said, hey, Vijay, Dr. Becker will love to have this VNA. And they are still taking that VNA from that 4 acres.
Wow.
Yeah, that, I mean, we'll go and show you later on if you have
Yeah.
a little bit time.
Yeah.
And that's where we started. After that, then we got acquainted with a few other winemakers, like a Hack Winery in Houston,
Yep.
Raymond Hack. He went to Italy and then came back. Vijay, I tasted Aglianico and Montepulciano. I don't see anything in Texas. Can you plant some? And then we talked to some nurseries in California. Hey, I need 2 acres of this, 2 acres of Montepulciano. Can you find some wines? The following year we acquired those wines and we planted those. And that time, the story goes like this. Raymond never bought those 2. But the Mandola Winery in Austin,
Okay.
they just started that wine and their winemaker. I want that Aglianico because he's Italian, right?
Yep.
I want that Montepulciano, and then we had a contract. We sold almost like 7-8 years with them.
Wow.
That Montepulciano Aglianico. And then at that time we only had like 15-20 acres. And then later on, every year some new wineries popping up. And then new winemakers calling us, can you plant Sangiovese, can you plant Muscat Blanc like that, and Pinot Grigio. And then right now we ended up, we may have like 320 acres producing
How many different varietals?
31.
31.
Yeah, because I'm a soil scientist, I'm trying to experiment. I have a smallest acre is half an acre.
And what's that?
Negromaro.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on the record right now and say it. Negromaro is going to be what Texas is known for, and you can hold me to that. It's amazing. Every time I've tasted Negromaro, and it doesn't matter if it's in North Texas or down in the hill country, it always impresses me. It always impresses me. It's a phenomenal grape that. It's a medium bodied grape, but it has so much color to it, has so much taste, it has so many layers to it, and it's such a versatile grape. Now, what have you learned from the Negro Amaro that makes it different than everyone else?
Like, why did you want to plant it, you know?
Well, it's just one of those southern Italian ones. We were planting like Nebbiolo, and then of course other varieties like Sangiovese and Barbera and all those. And then we thought I need to have in my portfolio this Negromaro also. But I want to experiment with only half an acre. And then we did that, and you will go and see that. It's not a heavy producer. It's not going to make like 8 tons, 10 tons like some other grapes.
How many tons an acre is it?
This may make like 1 ton to 3 tons. In a good year, maybe 3 tons. In a not bad year, maybe a ton to the acre.
Okay.
So it's kind of, but in Italy it produces, they say 5 to 6 tons to the acre. but we're not into that stage yet. So that's why I said it's an experiment.
How many years on the rootstock do you have to get in order to have that 8 tons an acre?
No, this is a vigorous plant. The
Really?
wine, yeah, the wines can be big and tall within 2-3 years, but it's not that. But it's just the heat units and the climate and all that. It makes
Oh,
a
okay.
difference.
Okay.
So it's still I'm experimenting, but I have wineries buying these, no problem. Even some other particular winery, I'm not gonna name it right now, but they wanted even me to plant more Negroamaro. We might do that for them.
It's coming.
That's coming.
It's coming.
Hey, we might want you to plant some more. What
Ah.
are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we actually just signed. It's as everyone knows, we've been selling wine in the DFW area, mainly for Berkeley Hill and a few of our other wines, Sage Fawn, and just other wineries. One of the things that we really realized getting into that was that we needed to have control over it's very difficult to be sitting across the table from a somm,
Yeah.
and you start negotiating with them, and you find out very, very quickly that you don't have any negotiating power.
For those
Yeah,
promotional-
Todd, if you are going into wine, you have to think like long term.
Yes.
See, I mean, if you need this consistently, a Negroamaro or any other grape, you
Yep.
need to work with the vineyards
Yep.